There was a time in my life when even speaking a single sentence felt heavy. Not because the words were difficult, but because the fear was louder than my voice. And I know somewhere inside you, there is that same hesitation, that same quiet doubt that whispers, maybe I can't do this. But let me tell you something very simple. You don't need 10 hours a day to learn English. You don't need perfect grammar to start. You don't need confidence to begin. You just need one thing: consistency in small moments. That is where this simple method comes in. 15 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the middle of your day, 15 minutes before you sleep. Not complicated, not heavy, just real. Because change doesn't come from intensity, it comes from repetition. In the morning, when your mind is fresh and quiet, give yourself just 15 minutes. No pressure, no perfection, just connection with the language. Wake up, sit somewhere calm, take your phone or a small notebook and start with listening. Listen to a short English audio, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. That's enough. Don't try to understand everything, just listen. Then listen again. Now pick 3 simple sentences from it. For example, I am getting ready for work. I feel a little tired today. I will try my best. Say them slowly. Say them again. Now look at your own life. Replace the words. I am getting ready for college. I feel a little nervous today. I will try my best. This is how language becomes yours, not by memorizing, but by living it. Your morning is not for stress. It is for planting seeds. Just 15 minutes, but do it every day. Now let's talk about the middle of your day, those 30 minutes. This is where growth happens. You are busy, I understand. Life is not easy. You have work, you have responsibilities, you have people depending on you. But even in the middle of all that, you can find 30 minutes. Not together, even broken. This is your practice time. Start with reading. Take a small paragraph, very simple English, maybe a story, maybe a short article. Read it slowly, don't rush. Understand each line. If you don't understand a word, guess it first, then check. Now read it again, but this time, read it aloud. Your voice matters. Your tongue needs practice. Then take 5 sentences from that paragraph. Write them in your own words. For example, if the sentence is, she went to the market to buy vegetables, you can write, she went outside to buy food. Simple. Different words, same meaning. This is how your brain starts thinking in English. Now comes the most important part, speaking. Yes, I know, you feel shy. You feel scared. You think people will judge you. Let them. People always judge, that's their job. But your job is to grow, so speak. Even if you are alone, even if your sentences are broken, stand in front of a mirror and say 5 lines about your day. I woke up early today. I had tea in the morning. I worked hard. I felt tired, but I am proud of myself. This is not just English practice. This is self-respect. Now let's move to the last 15 minutes of your day. Night is not for pressure. Night is for reflection. Before you sleep, sit quietly. Think about your day. Now write 5 simple sentences. I learned new words today. I made some mistakes. I spoke a little English. I felt better than yesterday. I will improve tomorrow. That's it. No long essays, no complicated grammar, just honesty. Then read these sentences softly. Your mind listens even when the world is silent. And slowly, something changes inside you. You stop fearing English. You start owning it. Let me give you a real example. Imagine a person named Ali. Ali works all day. He is tired. He thinks he doesn't have time, but he starts this method. Morning, 15 minutes. He listens. He repeats. He smiles at his small effort. Afternoon, 30 minutes. He reads, he speaks, he struggles, but he continues. Night, 15 minutes. He writes, he reflects, he forgives his mistakes. 1 week passes, nothing big happens. 2 weeks pass, he feels a little comfortable. 1 month passes, he speaks a full sentence without stopping. 3 months pass, people notice. 6 months pass, Ali notices. That is the real victory. Not when the world claps, but when you believe in yourself. You see, learning English is not about language. It is about identity. It is about breaking the belief that you are not enough. It is about proving to yourself that you can learn anything, no matter where you start. And this method, this 15-30-15 rhythm, is not just about time. It is about discipline. It is about showing up for yourself every single day, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it, because motivation will leave you, but habits will stay. And small habits create big change. Let me tell you something very honestly. You will make mistakes. You will forget words. You will feel embarrassed, but that is part of the journey. Do not run from it. Walk through it. Because on the other side of that discomfort, there is confidence. Real confidence, not the loud one, but the quiet one. The one that says, I am improving. So start small. 15 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in your day, 15 minutes at night. No excuses, no waiting for the perfect time, no comparing with others, just you, your effort, your journey. And one day you will speak. Not perfectly, but powerfully. And that will be enough. Because you didn't just learn a language, you changed your mindset. And when the mindset changes, everything changes. And when everything begins to change, you will notice it in the smallest moments first. You will notice that you don't translate every word in your mind anymore. You will notice that sometimes a sentence comes out naturally. You will notice that fear is not as strong as it used to be. That is growth. Quiet, slow, invisible to the world, but powerful inside you. Let me take you deeper into this journey, because many people start, but very few continue. And the difference is not intelligence. The difference is patience. There will be days when you feel excited. You will wake up and say, yes, today I will practice more. And then there will be days when you feel tired. You will say, not today. I will start tomorrow. That tomorrow is dangerous, because success doesn't come from what you do sometimes. It comes from what you do daily. So even on your worst days, reduce the time, but don't break the chain. If you feel tired, do 5 minutes in the morning. If you feel busy, do 10 minutes in the afternoon. If you feel sleepy, write just 2 sentences at night, but don't stop, because when you stop, doubt grows. And when doubt grows, confidence disappears. Let me give you another simple practice you can add inside this method. During your day, choose one object around you, just one. It can be anything. A cup, a chair, your phone. Now describe it in English. This is my phone. It is black. I use it every day. It helps me learn English. Simple sentences, but powerful training. Because now you are not memorizing English. You are thinking in English. And that is the real goal. Not speaking fast, not using big words, but thinking without fear. Another example. You are walking somewhere, maybe to work, maybe to college. Start talking to yourself softly. I am walking on the road. The weather is hot. I can see people around me. I feel a little tired. This is not madness. This is practice. Great speakers were once silent learners. They practiced when no one was watching. They made mistakes when no one was listening. And one day, they spoke with confidence when everyone was watching. So do not wait for an audience. Become your own audience. Now let me talk about one mistake that destroys many learners: comparing yourself with others. You see someone speaking fluent English, you feel small. You say, I can never speak like them. Stop right there. You are not behind. You are just at a different stage. That person also struggled. That person also felt embarrassed. That person also started with broken sentences, but they continued, and that is why they improved. So instead of comparing, observe. Learn one thing from them, maybe their pronunciation, maybe their confidence, maybe their courage, and bring that into your practice, one small improvement at a time. Now let me bring you back to your night routine again, because this is where transformation becomes real. When you sit at night and write your 5 sentences, don't just write what you did, write what you felt. I felt shy today when I spoke English, but I still tried. I made mistakes, but I did not stop. I am learning. This is how you build emotional strength. Because language is not just words, it is expression, it is courage, it is identity. And when you start expressing your real feelings in English, you are no longer learning, you are becoming. Let me share something very real with you. There will be people who will laugh. There will be people who will correct you in a harsh way. There will be people who will say your English is not good. Let them speak. Because they are not part of your journey. They are just noise. And you are building something inside you, something that cannot be taken away. Confidence, self-belief, growth. And remember this always. Fluency is not when you never make mistakes. Fluency is when you are not afraid of making them. So speak. Even if your voice shakes, even if your words break, even if your sentences are not perfect, because every mistake is a step forward, every effort is a victory, every day you show up, you win. Now imagine yourself after 6 months of this method. Not perfect, but better. Not fluent, but fearless. You sit with someone, you speak, you pause, you think, but you don't stop. And that moment, that simple moment, will feel like a miracle. Because you will remember where you started. You will remember the fear, the hesitation, the silence. And now, you are speaking. That is your victory. That is your story. So don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the right mood. Don't wait for someone to push you. Become your own reason. Start tomorrow morning. No, start today. 15 minutes, then 30 minutes, then 15 minutes again. Small effort every day. And one day, without even realizing it, English will not feel like a foreign language anymore. It will feel like your voice. And when you find your voice, the world starts listening. And when the world starts listening, something even more important happens. You start listening to yourself. For the first time, you don't silence your thoughts. You don't hold back your ideas. You don't sit quietly because you are afraid of making mistakes. You speak, not because your English is perfect, but because your courage is stronger than your fear. And that is the real purpose of this journey. Not just to learn a language, but to unlock a version of yourself that was always there, waiting. Now listen carefully, because this part matters the most. There will come a time when your progress slows down. In the beginning, everything feels new. Every word is exciting. Every sentence feels like an achievement. But after some time, it feels normal. You don't feel that same excitement. You feel stuck. You feel like I am not improving anymore. This is the moment where most people quit. Not because they failed, but because they expected fast results. But growth is not always visible. Sometimes you are improving silently. Your brain is connecting patterns. Your ears are getting used to the sounds. Your mind is storing words without you even realizing it. So trust the process. Even when you don't see results, results are being built. Let me give you a deeper way to use your 30 minutes in the middle of the day. Now that you have practiced reading and speaking, start adding listening with understanding. Choose a short video, very short. Watch it once. Don't pause. Don't stress. Just watch. Now watch it again. This time, focus on understanding. Even if you understand only 30%, it is okay. Now the third time, pause after each sentence. Repeat it. Copy the tone. Copy the rhythm. Become the speaker. For example, if the speaker says, I never thought I could do this, but I tried, you repeat. I never thought I could do this, but I tried. Say it again. Say it with feeling, because language is not just sound, it is emotion. And when you connect emotion with language, you remember it faster. Now let me give you something powerful. Start using English in your real life in very small ways. If you are messaging a friend, write one line in English. If you are thinking about something, think of one sentence in English. If you are planning your day, plan it in English. I will go to work. I will complete my task. I will learn new words. These small shifts change everything, because now English is not a subject anymore. It becomes part of your life. And once something becomes part of your life, you don't need motivation to do it. You just do it. Now let me talk to the part of you that still feels afraid. The part of you that says, what if I fail? Listen, you will fail. You will forget words. You will make wrong sentences. You will feel embarrassed. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every fluent speaker you admire today was once a beginner. Every confident voice you hear today once trembled. The difference is they did not stop, and neither should you. Let me tell you one final story. Imagine a small plant. You water it every day. But for many days, nothing happens. No leaves, no growth. You feel like it's useless. But inside the soil, roots are growing, slowly, quietly, invisibly. And then one day, a small leaf appears. That is your progress. Your daily 15-30-15 method is watering that plant. Your effort is building roots. Your patience is giving it strength. And one day, your confidence will bloom. Not suddenly, but beautifully. So don't rush. Don't doubt. Don't stop. Keep showing up. Morning, 15 minutes. Afternoon, 30 minutes. Night, 15 minutes. Again and again, day by day, because success is not one big moment. It is many small moments done consistently. And one day, you will sit somewhere, maybe in a conversation, maybe in an interview, maybe in front of people, and you will speak, not perfectly, but clearly. Not fearfully, but confidently. And in that moment, you will realize something powerful. You didn't just learn English. You proved to yourself that you are capable of change. And that belief will not stay limited to language. It will enter every part of your life. You will start taking risks. You will start believing in your potential. You will start building a life you once thought was impossible.